Hey, this is Stony, your Melanated Mystic, and we're here with the pick a card. What do you need to know? We have deck 1, deck 2, and deck 3. You can feel free to pause the video to choose your deck, and we're going to get started with deck 1. Hey, welcome to deck 1. This is Stony. If you're interested in booking a personal private reading, you can book a reading on my website, stonythemystic.com. If you book a reading anywhere else, in a DM, on a different website, at a store, at 7-Eleven, it don't matter. You got scammed. You can only book a reading on my website. Okay, let's get it started. Okay. All right, so this really that starts off with a very solid foundation. Someone is analyzing their foundation. Where have they grown? Where have they been stuck? Like, this is a very reflective energy about what has been invested and also what is holding someone back. I feel like whatever it is, I keep hearing notifications and I don't know what it is. But anyway, okay, there go another one. All right, whatever. Checking out what it is that is hindering progress, what is slowing you down, or what has been slowing you down. So this analyzation is going to bring the truth and the clarity to whatever that thing is. So I feel like the truth is some of you have been holding yourselves back, probably out of fear. Out of fear. Some of you are recognizing that now or are about to recognize that. Yeah, recognizing what is holding you back. That's the key here. Now, once you recognize what has held you back, it is your responsibility to see that and transform that. To take that energy and protect yourself. And I also hear cover other people, cover the people around you. So once you recognize what has stopped you, what has prevented you, I feel like it is your responsibility to take that knowledge and share that with other people to help to free them. We have Temperance. So once you recognize what has been held up, I feel like there's going to be a time frame where you are vacillating. But this vacillation is about you moving or returning to an old job, returning to an old way, returning to an old place. But there is some sort of return here. this return is not going to be like the past. I feel like in the past there was a lot of you defending yourself, a lot of you having to protect your stance, a lot of you having to stand your ground about what you believe in, about what you do and how you do it. I feel like this new energy here is going to be one of love. People are going to recognize and appreciate you for who you are, what you've done, what you did, how you did it. Okay, and it's looking particularly like there is a man from your past. Jesus. Okay. There is a man from your past that they feel like it's time. It is time. Well, and this is also the time that this person is able to recognize you, recognize the past, recognize the balance that you contributed to their life, the peace you contributed to their life. This person views you, or well, their view of you and has been of you is very angelic, very beautiful, very peaceful. And I feel like this person sees you as someone who rises above. Like you are in tune with your emotions, but you do not let it guide you. You don't let them guide your actions. I feel like this person also sees you as someone who is mysterious, someone who holds deep knowledge. They are ready. It's like they're ready to share. They have things they want to say. I feel like you probably dealt with a very painful ending with this person or within a particular situation. Maybe there's a place that you're traveling back to that there was some type of painful ending that you dealt with. But I feel like this person, whoever this other person is, sees you as someone who dealt with it gracefully. Like you handled the pain gracefully. Yeah, they're showing me also that your love, like basically your love was rejected. Like whoever this person is or whoever they were, they rejected your love, they rejected your expertise, they rejected your knowledge. So this doesn't necessarily have to be romance, but whatever it is, you were rejected. I don't think you ever saw yourself returning to this person or this situation because of the type of loss, because of the type of pain that this situation created, the type of rejection that was experienced. And even though I feel like whoever you are, like you probably felt like, okay. So you felt like it was over. You looked at the situation for what it was. It was over. Now, you did not want to acknowledge any opportunity of this situation coming back or this situation returning to you because you've already dealt with the pain, and it's like, why would I return to the bullshit that Todd set up? Okay? Why? So this person is they are being very reflective right now about who you are and what transpired between you. This person is acknowledging the pain. They're acknowledging the rejection. They're acknowledging your desire not to return, even though they probably haven't spoken to you. It's like they're viewing you as someone that is healing, as someone that is not allowing yourself to be wooed or not accepting offers. But I'm also feeling like there is a sense of fear as well. There's a sense of fear that if you do offer something, you'll find yourself having to defend and protect yourself. So they also recognize that you are also gaining knowledge, and like that's part of the process of you not accepting anything is because you're very busy absorbing information from spirit with this temperance card and this 4 cups and the supreme. Like this is all meditative. They're seeing you as someone that is in a very peaceful, a very calm, a state of learning, a state of observing, a state of reviewing. Like whoever this this person is, it's like they know, this person knows you. This person knows you very, very well. They know how you think. And even though they know you very well, it's like they are disappointed in themselves because they treated you that way, even though they knew who you were, what you were, your intelligence, your power, your abilities. And it was like, I can't believe that I did that to this person. Not that you're Jesus, but imagine meeting Jesus or meeting God and you mistreat them. And then you go back and you reflect like, oh my God, that was God. Oh my goodness, that was Jesus. And then now you're beating yourself up. You feel horrible. And, okay, I think they're saying having me use Jesus and God as an example because you were a gift to them. And they were not able to recognize that. They were not able to recognize that. They looked at, they looked at you and what you were presenting, the kindness, the intelligence, the insight, the ideas, the work ethic. They looked at all of that as something to be used, as something that was to benefit them. Now I've lived different lives, like on this planet, like not trying to be super spiritual, but I've lived a life, where I had everything I wanted. I lived a life, growing up with not very much. But one thing I was never lacking was love. And I feel like this person lacked love. And because they lacked love, they could not identify a relationship without transaction. So it was like, oh, let me get whatever I can up out of here now. And whether it was your love, your attention, your time, like it was like, oh, let me get all I can because, they never had it. They didn't necessarily understand that this is what they were doing at the time, but they are understanding this now. This person is being very reflective. Doesn't mean you need to go back. I'm just presenting information, okay? Presenting information. No need to act, okay? This is confirmation and clarification. No actions are being made. Information is being presented. I don't know who needs to hear that. Somebody was ready to run back to this little Dusty right here. He ain't no Dusty because he an emperor. But anyway, he was ready to run back. Ready to run back. So they can offer you some more confusion. But what you also need to know is that at this particular time, like, you're going to have multiple options. Like, there are multiple opportunities, multiple options for you. So it's almost like you can have these options or you can have this confusion. You decide. You decide. You take the leap. You decide what you want to do. Do you want to be manipulated or do you want to be able to choose? Give me a second. Four and seven. Four and seven. That's 11. Breaks down to 1. So, yeah, it's about choosing yourself. But this is also about you understanding what a situation is and was, and not allowing it to influence or impact your progress. Maybe this situation was an anchor that was holding you down. You looking at the rejection and the pain of this situation that held you back, not really recognizing who you were in all of this. Now, this might sound horrible, I don't know, but you were literally a pawn in God's game. So, I mean, even though you were used, you also gained insight about you. You should have gained insight about who you were and who you are. But it's like God, and I got this in a reading like a long time ago. Like, you know how the universe will put you or put people in your life for a particular reason. And sometimes you're put in somebody's life to show them love, and they're put in your life to show you where you lack boundaries. And if you guys were able to learn those lessons, you know, it wouldn't necessarily create so much pain if people were looking at situations like, oh, this is a lesson. Let me see. Oh, this person is giving me a lot of love. Like, damn, should I take advantage of this? Or should I just, let me just drink all of this in this cup right here. Fuck that. So, okay, let's, all right. Get some advice here. And then we're gonna go to the 2. But if you made it this far, if you're interested in booking a personal private reading, for real, hit me up, StonyTheMystic.com. That's the only place you can book a reading. So don't be hitting me up mad because you got scammed. I done already said. Okay? Okay. Harmony, overcoming, and thoroughness. Accept yourself unconditionally, because the way this person treated you is not who you are. It's just simply a reflection of who this person is. So don't place the value of who you are based off of how other people treat you. Okay. That was about to be a whole nother lesson. So, you know, you go to a job and you know you can add value. But they don't necessarily want you to add value because they don't give a shit about what's going on. And then the fact that you are ready there to present, to add value, you diminish their value. So sometimes your job is an anchor because they don't want you to excel because now you're going to make them look bad. Sometimes in a relationship, a dude or a woman, they don't want you to excel because they feel like you're going to elevate and leave them. So accept yourself unconditionally. Embrace your differences and others. Everything isn't always black and white. Okay? Somebody rejected you doesn't necessarily mean that you are like that is who you are, or that is where your value lies. Protect your belongings and loved ones. Be willing to sacrifice for the greater good. There is a way out of every tough situation. And I feel like you are past this right here if you haven't already isolated yourself to kind of gain or regain your confidence or regain the knowledge of who you are. Yeah, you may have to isolate if you haven't already, because there's a lot of growth, a lot of development emotionally, mentally, spiritually. There's a lot of growth that needs to happen in order for you to, I guess, get over this pain, rejection. And the thing that's the most painful is that, all you were offering was kindness, love, and generosity. And to be taken advantage of or mistreated is crazy. But you also have to know, as crazy as it sounds, is that everything that you gave this person, you gave to them because God put it in you to give to them. So, sorry, but you're going to have to suck it up. That was so mean, but yeah. Be quick in thought and action. Surround yourself with positive people. Be aware of those who seek to take advantage of you. So, and don't be afraid to be by yourself. Don't be afraid to isolate. Don't be afraid to leave certain situations where they are in order for you to progress. All right? Stony is out. Want to move on to deck 2. Hey. Welcome to deck 2. This is Stony. Your melanated mystic. And this is Evolution of a Fool. Okay? Alright, so let's get started with deck 2. Oh my gosh, I hate this snake. Okay. So it's giving deception, but it's also giving can't touch this. It's giving can't touch this. It's giving gotta be quicker than that. It's giving I love myself. You have no space over here. It's giving I'm connected to my higher self. You have nothing over here. You have no space. Okay. Like, even though the snake is this snake has no power over here. The snake has no power over you. Now, what the snake is doing, the snake is attempting to intimidate. But you are so connected that the snake's power is powerless. Ooh. Okay, so I just had a whole. All right. So there's someone that is guiding this snake. There's someone that is behind this snake. And what this person doesn't know, like this person believes that this snake is under their control. Man, damn. This is, they believe this power or this darkness or whatever, witchcraft, whatever. Because a lie is witchcraft. So, yeah. Okay, witchcraft. So, this person who is behind this snake, behind this lie, behind this deception, behind this spiritual game somebody's trying to play, and they don't realize that this snake is using them. They believe that the snake is on their side. They believe that they have so much control and so much power that this snake is under my control. I control the darkness, and the darkness is like, okay, if you believe that, then let's go ahead, let's roll. Let's roll. You think you're in charge? I'm gonna let you think you're in charge. And I feel like this snake is about to hurt somebody. And they thought the snake was their friend. They thought they had power and control over it. They thought they were doing the driving. So imagine a chariot with 2 or 3 snakes, huge snakes, and they're riding on the snake, and the snake is driving them, not knowing at any moment that snake could turn around and wrap themselves around them and destroy them. This is why y'all gotta stop playing with this stuff. Do what you do. Do what you do. But you finna play with somebody who is surrounded by love and protection. You're finna play with somebody who God has chosen. You get ready to play with somebody. And everything that you did to this person is going to backfire and come back and bite you in the ass in the most horrible and destructive way. Whoever that is for. If you're out here playing games with people in their lives, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Stop playing these games with people. Now, if you know how tarot works, you already know that this doesn't necessarily have to be you who is the snake. It could be a snake that is after you. But just know that if this is you, there's going to be a painful ending. Now, damn. And absolutely, this snake or this person who has control of this snake is somebody that you allow to be very close in your space. And I feel like they've been around you for a long time. Damn, this is so sad. But it kind of sort of connects. Well, we'll see. You might want to, I don't know if you want to go watch the first one. But yeah, this is all about, there was a painful ending. You walked away, you left a situation, probably something that you were in for a long period of time, but there was some shady, disgusting, you walked away, you left and moved to a more calm place. You even left the old ideas, you left the thinking, you left the past thinking. Now, typically when you have the Six of Swords is in the boat. You left these. You left the old thinking. You left the old way of being. You left the old ideas. You left all of that. You left it. Now, these two are very similar energies that I'm feeling. But it looks scary. but it's not as powerful as it looks. Or this person, like I was saying, is not as powerful as they present themselves because you are protected. And I'm just really getting the feeling of this person creating a prison for themselves. Yeah, they've created a prison for themselves, and they're trying to take their time to come back, and they're trying to be very meticulous, and they're being painstakingly careful about their approach to you, how they want to approach you, where they want to approach you, what they want to say when they approach you, when they see you. Yeah, this person is very, very cocky, very arrogant about what it is that they're doing. This person believes wholeheartedly that they have control over a situation, but they have no idea that they are deceived. Like, I feel bad for this person. They have been deceived. But the thing is, they've been deceived by themselves, by their own thinking, by their own arrogance. And what they don't understand is what you've endured. Like, you've taken your time out to feel what you needed to feel, to endure, to go through. They call most people say, oh, the dark night of the soul. Like, you've endured that, and you've come out to be more connected with yourself. And this is where their deception is, because they believe that they have more power over you than they do, more emotional power over you than they do. It's like you walking away, to them, in their mind, they kicked you out. In their mind, they had control over what people thought about you, and you were isolated. This made them feel really good about them manipulating what people thought of you or how people perceived you. They're and it's like the only deception here, like even these spiritual entities that they have called upon for help, right? It's like they're laughing at them. They find this person comical. Yeah, but all this person is offering is obsession and lack. This person, they want to come back to offer nothing. They want to offer more sadness. it's almost like they want to continue to create upheaval in your life. Like, okay, I'm going to, oh, okay, you fine. Oh, you got it together. Okay, okay. All right, I see that. I'm about to come over there and pull this string, and I'm going to knock the whole fucking table down. Like, soon as you open the gate, I'm pulling that motherfucking string. But just know that this person doesn't have power, but at the same time, you also cannot be as cocky as this person. Just know that you need to be on alert. You need to stay connected to yourself. Whew, man. Like, this person was very quick, like quick with their words, quick. Um, yeah, they were very quick to talk shit about you. Very quick. Mm. Yeah, they're just coming to bring problems. If you allow this person back into your life, um, there's not going to be any progression. The project will not be completed. The there is no there's no elevation. So the best thing to do is to reject this offer, even if it hurts this person, because I feel like their pride is going to be more hurt than anything else, but it's going to burn them up. Um, Now, but then also your rejection of them will also bring you closer to yourself, because you will be able to see what the options are. The options is a better connection with myself, or do I want this broken home? Do I want this um not having enough? Do I want to work extra hard? Because that's all this is. This is just a burden. This person is just bringing a burden. And as long as you keep yourself away from this person, you're going to be fine. So don't allow, because you know you're protected. Don't be like, oh, I'm protected. I'm a dude. No, just stay away. Leave the devil where he or she is. Because you don't want to fight. There's no reason to fucking fight the devil. Because the battle basically is already won. So it's like, if you re-engage yourself, you're starting a fight. You're starting a fight all over again, because you already won. The universe already got your back. You've already been protected. You're just being made aware. So it's nothing for you to do but keep this person out of your space. Okay. All right, let's get some advice. And then we're going to move on. If you made it this far and you're interested in booking a personal or private personal or private reading, StonyTheMystic.com is the only place I book readings. If you book a reading anywhere else, you have been scammed. Okay. Giant snail. Okay, so this mosquito, it's just getting on my nerves. I'm gonna turn it over until I read this other one. But it's getting on my nerves. I don't even know what it says. Move along your own path at your own pace. Use your time wisely and you will accomplish your goals with divine timing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Mosquito. Your frustration is only temporary. Don't let others drain your energy. The things that irritate you may be a reflection of yourself. Yeah, don't allow this devil to infiltrate your energy, because the devil operates kind of sort of like a fucking mosquito. And I'll let you use your imagination there, because yeah, Stony down. Okay, welcome. Deck 3. Yeah. Let's get it started. If you're interested in booking a personal private reading, you can hit me up at stonythemystic.com. Okay? Alrighty then. Ilk. Ooh. All right. So this is this is giving very much love. So it's very much giving love, right? But it's also very much giving somebody is also annoying. Like, yeah, I love you, but you get on my nerves. I love you, but you might be dealing with a liar, a thief, a cheater, or something like that. Yeah. Like on the surface, there is joy, there's happiness, there is love, there's a lot of sexual energy, a lot of kindness. But then I don't know. This is, this is where we need to be. The vow and the kiss. What's going on? All right. I don't know if you're getting married or if you're about to get married, if you are married, or what's going on. But there are some questions about this relationship that you are in. What kind of commitment have you made? What kind of... Yeah, because these are mimicking energies. We have the kiss and the lily, the vow and the bouquet. Very similar. Giving sexual overtones, giving commitment. But with these mice right here, these mice say all of this is some bullshit. So if you're in a relationship, you need to pay attention. Yeah, you need to pay attention. Because looks like you're already stressing about it. Looks like you're already stressing about this relationship. Already stressing. Okay. Already stressed. And then the relationship, it is giving, it is seeming like it might be a new one. Yeah, I don't really like doing relationship readings, but hey, it is what it is. Because my advice always be leave. So don't listen to me. All right, so you're concerned and worried because you recognize these mice in this relationship. You recognize the irritants. You recognize the lies. You recognize the deception. You recognize something sneaky. I don't know. I grew up in the project, so I know about a mouse, right? So you just watching TV. All of a sudden, you see something run by. You don't know if it was your imagination or if it was a mouse. Was that a mouse, or did I just see something? Like, what was that? Or was that a shadow? I don't know. So it's like this energy has you questioning your relationship, but you are also trying to maintain balance and courage to endure. It's like, okay, let me just chill and listen. Let me just chill and find out. Let me just chill and validate my suspicions. Ooh. Now, I feel like we all do this. We all, like, oh, I don't know for sure. So you're kind of fighting yourself, fighting the knowledge that you already have, the intuition that you already have, fighting it. So these are all thoughts. These are ideas. This is your thinking. The swords the 9 and the 5. And that breaks back down to a 5. So this is just a lot of chaotic thinking that you are having right now. A lot of confusion. Don't really know what to think. But you're not letting go because you want to believe the best. You want to think the best. You want to believe. Maybe this is an old, somebody that you dealt with for a long time from the past. But maybe that familiarity is part of the problem. It's part of what is blocking you from seeing the truth. Maybe because you've known this person for so long. So it's like, oh, I should trust them. Why aren't they trustworthy? Yeah, so you're just kind of waiting maybe for evidence, waiting for proof, waiting for the truth, information. Waiting for the marriage, waiting to be a wife. And maybe that's what you're holding on to, the idea of being a wife or idea of being married. Yeah, you're waiting for the offer. You're waiting for the opportunity. So it's like maybe you're not married. Maybe you're waiting for someone to pop the question, even though this person is some BS. Ooh, why we do this? And I'm saying we, because sometimes we just want to be chosen. Ooh, which is so crazy to me now. The King of Wands. So the King of Wands also used to be the Knight of Wands. So now he's just a more mature thought. Okay? Because we got the Queen of Pentacles down here, but the King of Wands up here. So that if the Queen of Wands in a reading is the other woman, I'm gonna say the same thing about the King. 3 of Cups. Yeah, he is who he is. The King of Wands is who he is. He is the Knight and he is the Page. All of those things are in him. Just a more mature, a more controlled version of those things. So you're concerned about the King of Wands being the King of Wands, doing what King of Wands do. But then, you're committed. You're committed. So you're battling yourself. You're battling your own thinking because you are committed. So confusion about what exactly are you holding on to, thinking about, or you should be questioning what exactly are you holding on to, and decide what you're going to choose. I feel like part of you, Yeah, this King of Wands is planning something. It's planning something. And I feel like this is where your confusion is coming in. You don't really know what's going on or what this King of Wands is doing. But the King of Wands has already chosen. Now, I'm gonna be quiet. Let me stop. I control myself from giving out my personal ideas because whew, he has already chosen. It's not funny. But he's chosen commitment. He's choosing to be married, whether it's to you or somebody from his past. A choice has already been made. All right. So what I'm feeling, like a choice has already been made. He's already made a choice to choose someone that he loves, right? That he could celebrate with, that he can have a good time with. But then whoever this person is up here, is somebody that he's just sharing himself with, having a good time with. Now down here, it looks like he's walking away from this situation up top. He's already chosen, waiting. Okay, going to someone who is waiting to be his wife. Choosing. Okay. I feel like I need to pull more for this because I feel like somebody finna get their feelings hurt really bad. But listen, if you already know who this person is, because I feel like even when this person does get married, that they're already committed to being a cheater. Yeah. The World and the Fool. A cycle has ended. Take a leap. Get the step and move on. Eight of Wands. You already got the messages. You already know what this is. Judgment. Stop playing with yourself. Because you're going to find yourself hurt. So do not wait for somebody that you know is a cheater. Don't wait for them to propose because you're going to find yourself hurt. Find yourself emotionally hurt. Find yourself financially hurt. But I feel like you've known this information already for a long time. You've known this for a long time. You've gotten intuitive messages. I feel like the relationship has ended already or multiple times. Yeah, but I do still feel like there is a sense of confusion. Like, man, I get it though. I get it. Like, how could a person do this? Like, how could a person lead you on to believe that you were going to get married, to make you think they were going to marry you, knowing that they were not? But we got this down here lets me know that some of us are very intuitive and we already know this information. We were given this information energetically. We were given this information to end a particular situation, to end the cycle and move on. But what did we do? We went on ahead and tried to make a family. We went on ahead and we tried to continue to invest in this thing. And we looked at this like it was a victory. Right? But the only victory is in taking heed to the messages that you were given. And what's so interesting is, like, over here is a bunch of chaos and pain and hurt, right? But when we isolate ourselves and we listen and we take heed and we follow the messages of the Most High that the Most High has given us, we walk away like we already have a solid foundation. We made an investment by listening and walking away and ending a cycle. We created a 10 of Pentacles for ourselves by investing in ourselves. And that's where the victory is investing in yourself. And I just heard your mama. So whoever, I don't know what that was about. All right, let's do this. Yeah, so if you haven't already left the situation, you do what you do. You know, you can stick around and have faith and, you know, all of that. It's up to you. But if you know that there are mice crawling around your relationship, if you know there is Three of Cups energy in your relationship, and I'm also getting this some devil energy as well, then you know what you got to do. Focus your energy and deal with things now. Because later on, you're going to find yourself hurt. You're going to find yourself missing a lot of money, missing a lot of time, missing resources, missing things that you wanted and needed. Focus your energy and deal with things now. That is how you turn your fantasies into reality. Yeah, I don't know. Like part of this is like, okay, so if you just want to be married, then you know, there are ways to manipulate a situation to get married. Like just walk away. And if they come back, then you'll have your opportunity. But even if they do come back, you still have to know that this person is who they are. Preparation. Move in silence. Approach challenges and opportunities with vigor. Hone your senses and be alert. Pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to how this person is moving. And you need to move accordingly. Okay? So, y'all, thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up. And, yeah, if you're interested in booking a reading, hit me up on Stoney the Mystic. If you book it anywhere else, you got scammed. All right? Stoney out.